channel, Changing Faces Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now, today's reading is for the month of October 2025 for the air sign Gemini. Gemini, I hope that you are doing well. For the reading today, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck to do a 10-card Celtic cross spread. If I need to clarify, I will use the Zillich Tarot, and if you stick around to the end, I'll pull one additional oracle card from the Goddess's Knowledge cards. Okay, just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. I do encourage you to watch not just your sun sign reading, but also your moon and rising. If you do enjoy the reading, please do consider giving the video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel. I would so appreciate that. And also you will be notified of when I do upload new content that way. If you're looking for more regular content, you can follow me over on TikTok at Changing Phases Tarot on TikTok. All right, let's get going. So Gemini, you begin with, wow, wonderful way to start off. We have the Fool. This is Major Arcana, the 0 of the Major Arcana, associated with the air sign of Aquarius. And the Fool is, it's the first of the Major Arcanas, and it also represents, a brand new cycle starting up in your life, a brand new beginning. And the Fool, you can see that she's perched on the cliff top here, right, with one foot kind of dangling off, and she's ready to take that leap of faith, right? She trusts that the universe has her back. She is taking with her only her knowledge, her, gained from past experiences. She's not actually physically taking anything with her on this new journey. So, we are encouraged to kind of embark upon this new journey by not taking baggage from the past, right, with us. But it's brand new cycle starting up. And what could help or hinder what's crossing the Fool, wow, significant energy here with another Major Arcana. This is number 13 of the Major Arcana. Okay, this is Death. And the Death card is associated with the water sign of Scorpio. But, it's not physical death. It's through death comes new life. Again, this brand new life, brand new cycle starting up. It is a new cycle. So one chapter coming to an end, the death of the work that you used to do, the death of even the type of person that you used to be in a particular situation or job, right? To allow for, so through death comes new life, allow for this new exciting cycle to start up, this new opportunity to come in. So there's significant change. It's a very big energy of change sitting at the center of your spread. In the deep past, so foundation of your reading, you have the 5 of Pentacles. So it seems like, and many of you would have already experienced this energy as it does sit in the deep past. It does seem like there were some financial concerns, right, with the 5 of Pentacles. As you can see, the woman is kind of out in the cold there. It does represent like this lack mentality, thinking that you don't have enough, financially speaking, thinking about your finances, material possessions. So you could have been going through a difficult situation. On the kind of the flip side, or the more positive message of the 5 of Pentacles, it doesn't show it on this card, but in the traditional deck, the people are walking past this stained glass window representing like a church, religious institution there, also representing that there is help. That if you reach out, right, there is somebody there to help you. So the need to ask for help if you are going through that type of situation, that there are others willing to be there and to help you. But again, for many of you, you've already been through this energy. And there's a progression here from the 5 to the 6 in the recent past. The 6 of Pentacles is a card of balance, right? The 6 of Pentacles is where you've moved out of this lack mentality and this difficult financial situation to be in a situation where you are in fact able to help others, right? Again, this deck depicts it a little bit differently, but in the traditional tarot, there's the man who looks quite wealthy, quite well-to-do. He obviously has enough, like materially speaking, financially speaking, that he's able to help other people who are in need at that time. So it's a card that reminds us that, if we find ourselves in the 5 of Pentacles, there is always help there, right? We just need to ask for it. And if we find ourselves in the 6 of Pentacles, we need to be able to help others, because you never know when you might be in that same position, right? And the giving, it doesn't necessarily have to be giving of our finances, like giving monetarily. It can be giving of ourselves, like volunteering, right? Giving of our time. But it is a card of balance. So, the woman on the card, she has you can see all a basket full of fruit. The trees are laden with fruit. So it's a very abundant energy, but it's a balancing out of your finances. In the crowning position, the message from your higher self, we have Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor, which is associated with the fire sign of Aries. And the Emperor is a very strong energy, right? The Emperor is like the king of kings. He rules over an entire empire as opposed to just a kingdom. And he's, if you're starting a new business or a new job or a new business venture, this is definitely the energy you would want surrounding you. He's very good at kind of starting up new projects. He has great vision, right? We have the reference here to the crystal ball. So he has great vision, great foresight, but is very strong energy. You might be dealing with somebody who is in this position of like authority or power. The Emperor can also sometimes represent people who are in professions such as like law enforcement, somebody in the military, right? Somebody who's either a surgeon, could be as well. But yeah, he's a very strong energy coming in here. We have more fire energy in the near future with the Queen of Wands. So it could be you taking on this energy as you move through the month of October. Could be dealing with an older fire sign individual, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But she is, she's a very beautiful, very attractive, alluring energy. So you could be finding that you are focusing more on your outward appearance. So, there might be a makeover of yourself, of your wardrobe. We are heading into the winter season. You might be revamping your wardrobe at this time. You might be revamping your physical appearance, maybe changing your hair color, getting some highlights, however it ties in with you and your appearance. But she's a very fiery energy as well. Obviously, she's very dynamic. She's very alluring. She's great at multitasking. So, especially with this Emperor showing up, if there is a new job or a new project or a business venture that you're working on, she's definitely the energy that you would want. She can handle many different things at one time, right? She's also is very good at kind of planning and putting those plans into action. So very dynamic energy. You appear as the Empress. So this is number 3 of the Major Arcana. The Empress, or 3s in the Tarot, they speak of growth potential, they speak of abundance, fertility, and the Empress, you can see on the card, she is actually pregnant, and everything on the card represents, kind of this fertile energy. The fields are all, full of crops. The tree is laden with fruit. And she's pregnant herself. So for some of you, there could be news of a pregnancy, whether this is your own, someone around you, or even a birth of a child at this time. Otherwise, this is growth potential. This is, especially going back to the business or the projects, great energy to have surrounding that. So if you are beginning a new creative project or endeavor, or wanting to do something else that's creative, this would be great energy to have, right? It is very fertile energy. In your surroundings, right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be, for many of you, this new beginning and this death of one situation and beginning of another. It could have to do with a new job offer coming in. The Ace of Pentacles, aces in the Tarot, are yes cards. They're blessings from the universe. This is the job offer coming in. This could also be like a lump sum of money coming in, a windfall. For those of you who do, play the lottery, something along those lines, there could be money coming in for you. But, this is a new way for you to make money. It could be a different way for you to make money than what you have been doing. In your hopes and fears, wow, you have Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot. This is a card of victory, and it's a victory that has been hard fought for, right? It's been difficult, but it's a victory. And she is coming in, just yeah, just feeling very strong, especially sitting next to this Queen of Wands. I mean, it's kind of nothing can stop you this month, especially towards the end of the month, right? And that's why it does set hopes and fears. So you're hoping for this, right? You're hoping for this victory, possibly heading in a new direction. The Chariot can definitely represent movement across land, moving to a new location. It can be buying a car, selling a car, but victory, movement, and yeah, another card that can speak of movement potentially with the Two of Wands, because this is like the crossroads card. This is you standing at a crossroads, right? Staring down both paths. We do have the dragon is holding on to this globe in its tail there, representing, this international, potentially, this international component to this decision. But it could be choosing between two jobs, right? Should I stay at this one job, head in a new direction? Should I stay in this one place or head in the new direction to a different place? But it's a choice to be made. But it's you making this decision, right? It's you very much in your own power, you deciding, right? This choice of decision is with you, but there's new beginnings, right? New beginnings, very powerful, exciting energy surrounding whatever this new opportunity. Yeah, and bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Wands. This is fast-paced. This is fast-paced. Whatever is happening is going to come in very quickly. This can be news. Oh, and immediately beneath it, there's the sun. So it's a very positive. Yeah, there's nothing at all negative about this new chapter, this ending that's coming in, this new cycle. It's all very, very positive. And Eight of Wands can also represent movement. It can be travel by air, travel across, to a different country even. It's that fast-paced back and forth, text messaging, emailing, right? So the news coming in. But things are really going to pick up for you this month. I feel that it's a very significant month for you. And, by the end of the month, you and your life situation are not going to look the same as they did at the start of the month. So a huge month for you, Gemini. Let's go ahead and we'll try to get one additional message from the Goddess deck. So Spirit, one additional message for Gemini. I don't feel that I need to clarify anything in your main reading. It looks very clear. It looks very, very exciting, actually. So one additional message for Gemini. Okay, and we have, hopefully you'll be able to see that. I know these cards, they're very beautiful, but they might be a little bit difficult to see on camera. So this is Rhiannon, and Rhiannon is the great goddess worshipped by the Welsh. She is an embodiment of life, death, and rebirth. Well, that comes in perfectly with the death card, doesn't it? Even the colors on the card are quite similar. Put it back up here. For in her realm, there is no death without regeneration. Wow, that could not be more accurate. So, right, through death comes new life is the center of your spread. Her name derives from Rigantona, which means great queen. A shapeshifter, she can assume any form she wants. She often appears as a white horse. She is, and we have the white horse on the Chariot card over here, actually. She is a muse goddess and is accompanied by 3 sweetly singing birds who can revive the dead or put the living to sleep. The source of the king's power derived from Rhiannon. The queen and a candidate for kinghood met Rhiannon dressed as a stag, a regal figure symbolic of rejuvenation, beauty, strength, and instinctual masculine energy. Which is interesting again because this emperor at the top is very much, the masculine energy. We have the empress, which you have here, and the emperor, right? So we have the masculine, divine masculine, and feminine there. And also we have sorry, I'm jumping over here, but the kind of the light and dark, the yin-yang energy showing up on the Chariot. So that's interesting. In altar myth, she appears as a Vivian, the Lady of the Lake. She is a beautiful queen of the night, a reminder of the close balance between death and rebirth. She demands that we honor our instinctual and animal selves as a source of creativity, abundance, and order. So, wow, this definitely ties in beautifully, with the rest of your spread. So, again, looks like a significant month. Through death comes new life, new beginnings for you. I do hope that the messages have helped, Gemini. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of October.